Friends of our channel, be welcome. Try to watch the videos in sequence because the information sometimes is complementary. Answers of an alien from Andromeda, First Encounter, Video 2, September 10, 2010. Question: how many types of aliens have visited us, and why? Some 58 different ethnic groups had been, or are nowadays visiting the planet systematically. The reasons are diverse, some searching for life forms in the fauna and flora, others more specialized in mineral research, others noting their ancestors long ago brought to the planet during the colonization, and others just doing tourism green. None of them has a license for direct communication, because there is no reason for this. Direct contacts have been purely accidentals. One of these races, opposing the guidelines, interacts with some governments of some nations in order to participate in the exploration of the planet when the new reality starts. They are not a breed well regarded by the community galactica. Actually, there is a huge movement of spaceships in the vicinity of Earth, looking for the changing of the planet, that is being awaited by many of those who made experiences here. The Earth is to change the appearance, magnetism and frequency. This new aura is an important step in promoting the planet to a higher level of habitat. Already there are detailed studies on the relocation of humanoids that will be transferred from here to keep to other planets that are tuned to receive their frequencies, ethnic and personal. The animals will also be relocated, that is, nothing really disappears. Roughly, it's how you redecorate your home and the old decor serve very well to another place. Question: how will be the transition to this new age? This new age should start with nature taking the initiative to rhythmically filter the inhabitants who remain, or be reincarnated in this new context during the first centuries, reducing the planet's population gradually, but there are political leaders who decided to take these initiatives into their own hands, and they will do the role described in the apocalypse. Its purpose is to get ahead in defining who will control the planet, continuing under their judge, to populate the new planet was making plans to deploy a new world order. The strange message from Georgia Guidestones seemed to confess a plan to decrease rapidly and dramatically the world's population, to transform the planet in their private paradise. Their goal is to reduce to 10% the current population. Amazingly, it is a number very close to that which should be achieved for the next generation of the planet, in the next century, but in a gradual and natural selection in this process. The remainder of the current population will be relocated. You see, 10% are the ones that are compatible with the future new frequency of the planet at the moment, therefore, will be an automatic and irreversible. It may happen that this percentage reaches 10, if this final period there is a large frequency migration rate among the inhabitants of the planet. As an example, the remote control of your garage only opens your door, does not open the next door. You can only enter the door you opened with your own remote control, because it is tuned to the right frequency to open it. In universal developing, you is the key that opens the door, where you can go in. Question: the leaders or elite of the planet are building bunkers, shelters, stockpiling grain, fuel, arms and everything necessary to maintain control of the planet in the new beginning, to survive and keep on the power. This will take effect. They will return to power in the new age. This is an illusion of their new world order. Initially they may survive, but these measures do not ensure their power of leadership or control the new age. The agents sent in to target the 10% that will be on the correct frequency range, will simply ignore any attempt to control by these remnants of the process of purging. They will be isolated and to their own devices. May even be offered to them the opportunity to transfer to his rightful place, which certainly will not be on this planet. Question: how will it be from the change? From there are no more sects and religions as known today. There are no borders, there are no disputes. The spoken and written language is one. Sustainable development will be adequate to the potential of the planet. The humanoid of Earth as a new race will have direct contact with many other communities. It will then develop a system of controlled studies and technology transfer by allowing the full development of the planet as an effective community galactic member, thereby increasing the balance of universal force. Question: have been mentioned 2 planets that will receive Earthlings not will be living here anymore. What are they? They are distant and out of your solar system, but that's not important. One of them, Planet 1, is at a stage very similar to Earth after dinosaurs, an early stage of colonization. The other, Planet 2, is at a stage equivalent to the period the average age of the Earth, ready to begin the development of technology. Approximately 40% of Earthlings who will not stay on the new Earth will be allocated on a Planet 1, and the remaining 60% to the Planet 2, in its own range of vibration frequency or automatically. When ancient prophets mention the separation of wheat from the chaff in a simplistic language, mentioned exactly this process, which does not even try to escape, because it is fully bound by the vibrational frequency of each individual and personal aura. Question: all the planets have some kind of life? The planets with living condition, even though extreme, has adequate specimens living in them, but there are billions of planets totally uninhabited, serving as a source of essential mineral exploration, deposits of inorganic waste, relay stations, remote observatories, etc., everything perfectly coordinated and supervised by the community galactic. Question: when the Earth will actually go through this transformation? The planet will officially to the new age, at 21 December 2012 at 11:11 am, as widely reported, during the zero alignment with the center of the galaxy. Many commented that the alignment is only the view of Earth, that has no greater importance when viewed from the outside, but do not forget that a line has 2 points, and that means, in terms of the galaxy's center, will be changing the line that divides the 2 hemispheres of the magnetic spin of the galaxy, completely reversing the flow of forces that interact with the planet. The biggest changes will start happening in 2011, and will actually finish the course of 2013. This is a cyclical change and expected. Nothing can stop it. This does not mean that everything will fall apart, however, we will have the help of beings interested in the welfare of the galaxy as a whole. Question: what about religion? Which one to follow? None? The religious doctrines are taken to mark the conduct of an ethnic group. They all seek to teach similar principles, each in language accessible to the tendencies of his followers. The religions give a sense of security, knowing that there is some greater force interested in your well-being, helping in her pilgrimage of life, protecting your own. That would be very good and perfect if not for the subjugation fanatic political, religious, economic existent in most ethnic groups. All religions discloses practically the same principle, kindness and friendship for spiritual growth, and this is real fact in universal terms. What remains is to emphasize that people should socialize the differences, learn to develop the good things in all cultures and ethnicities, all helping to achieve the development goals of humanoids with intelligence, and integrated with the reality of the planet they inhabit. This will inevitably happen in this new era. We will be looking. Let your conscience be your religion. Put yourself in place above you, from afar, and see the difference between right and wrong in your conduct. Adopt an individual behavior with which you really feel at peace with yourself and the differences. You're on your way. One of the best citations is still the separation of wheat from the chaff. Chaff is the name given to the weeds and wheat seed that nourishes life. Separating the wheat from the chaff will be automatic. There will be no one to consult a book to tell who is what. The frequency of vibration of each one will take you directly to door that you meet. There is a frequency band for each one. Some will be in the lower part of the band and others in the highest, but all will go to the same door. Those who are in the highest track of the band will be responsible for development of which will be lower, when in place for their new settlement. Everything is very well done, no errors, excesses or favoritism. How many of us may have passed through the same door, several times, without realizing it? Only real change in the frequency range may cause an individual to go through another door. Question: in other planets there are different ethnic groups? Yes, all inhabited planets usually has 2 or more frequency doors open, allowing a range of different ethnicities to live together in a single environment. Naturally, the most developed ethnic groups are there to help others develop. Just to illustrate, a very specific ethnic group are the Dawn, you call Dawn syndrome. You may notice that they born anywhere in the world have exactly the same characteristics regardless of the ethnicity of the family that received him. They belong to a race of humanoids from a planet in harmonious development, by having only one door of frequency. They come systematically develop individuals, here on Earth, and other planets so that when returned to their home planet to become teachers and professors to who had not the same opportunity for development. Here on Earth we have 5 frequency doors. Now, in this new age we'll only have 2. You see, less doors means more harmonious environment for the development of the planet, because the differences are much smaller and easier to administer. It will be a golden age. Wait for our next video. Thanks for watching. Join our channel. You are welcome there.